Do you think, Ryan, that Ken will always be inside of you?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the times Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt were having the best time while promoting their movie The Fall Guy.
And you don't want to just take the elevator, huh?
I'm claustrophobic.
Well, you seem good with heights.
Number 10. Ryan Gosling can't stop stunting. Ryan Gosling has really been having his moment recently. First, he saved jazz, then helped us all find our Kenergy, and now he just can't stop stunting.
Can I get some powder?
The Fall Guy co-stars made separate appearances on Jimmy Kimmel Live. While the Blunt Krasinski and Kimmel prank war took a break, she entertained with funny tales of her daughters fawning over Gosling and a wild run-in with an Australian spider.
And try to work his way up to putting the Tupperware over the spider and trying to act kind of cool about it. He went, okay, I'm just gonna, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna, okay, we're just gonna go in. Okay, here we go, yep. And like, tore his way through it.
Meanwhile, Gosling stole the show with his epic entrance and quick wit. Seriously, the guy's comedic timing is off the charts.
Well, that's Dean and Jeff.
Right, yeah. But that's you and Mikey Day.
No, see, I look a lot like him and he looks like Beavis. It's weird. That's Dean and Jeff. They're both from Sacramento. But they never met.
And he really can't stop stunting. He's just so effortlessly funny and charming throughout. We never wanted his interview to end.
Troy Brown does the high fall at the end. And, you know, Grizzly Guillermo just,
Looks good.
Yeah, looks good. Looks real good. Look good.
Number 9. The future Golden Girls? In The Fall Guy, Blunt plays Jodie, the ex to Gosling's Colt, and she's making her directorial debut. One prop that you may associate with a director is a megaphone, and conveniently, there happens to be one by Blunt's chair.
She takes it everywhere she goes. We had to write it into the script because we were just like, what do we do with this thing?
By the way, I thought that was...
Let's just say we're grateful we were not in the room, although Gosling's reaction is priceless. Also in this interview, we learn that you can get away with a lot when you have a British accent.
I'm so jealous. There's things that you say in this film that I just could never get away with, and you elevate them.
It does get you out of parking tickets and stuff in America.
Still, the best part comes when they're asked about possible future collaborations.
You can remake any movie as a duo together.
What should we do?
What is your next project?
I know you want to do Golden Girls.
I want to do Golden Girls.
You could do.
A reboot of The Golden Girls starring Blunt and Gosling? Yes, please.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Gosling is obviously Blanche, but who should Blunt play? Number 8. Papyrus. In 2017, Gosling played Steven, a man unable to move past his disdain for the font used in the Avatar titles.
Do you remember the Avatar logo?
Yeah, it was tribal yet futuristic.
Papyrus!
The sketch became so iconic that it received a sequel when he hosted again in 2024. Apparently, that font is just as triggering after all these years. Turns out Gosling and Blunt can be just as provoked by it as Steven. During this junket, the interviewer tests their German skills.
Maybe one of you would like to try to read this, and maybe you can tell me what it is.
Eine Kult für alle Pfeile.
That's pretty good.
Is it?
Blunt steps up to the challenge, but her success is quickly forgotten when they spot the dreaded font on their cue card. Thankfully, Gosling seems to have made peace with Papyrus.
I'm a badass graphic designer.
Papyrus.
Tried to trigger me.
No, don't. You're getting really shaky
Stay
and your
with
eye
me.
just got tweaky. Don't do it.
You could have used any font, but you used
he
Papyrus.
hates Papyrus.
Number 7. The anger scale. Is cross less angry than mad? These are the important issues Blunt and Gosling addressed during their interview with Hits Radio's Olivia Marks.
Angry than mad. I was really cross.
Less angry.
Less angry.
Cross is less angry.
Yes. Then mad, then angry, then
Angry
furious.
furious is the
Furious
worst.
is
Then
Furious
angry.
is like peak.
Mad.
Yeah.
Peak,
Cross.
peak anger.
You know how the Brits are with their stiff upper lips. Getting the terminology right is key to understanding just how much they're feeling. For instance, when Gosling brings up Gulliver's Travels, in which Blunt played Princess Mary, we can't tell if she's just a little cross or downright furious.
We do not talk about that film.
But she's great in it.
Ryan, we do not discuss that film.
Oh, really? oh, I see. Rewatch it, everyone.
Guys, please
You'll
don't.
see.
In another interview highlight, the duo is asked to name their favorite Taylor Swift song. So where does "you need to calm down" fit on the angry scale? Somewhere between mad and fury?
You need to calm down. Would be up there.
Okay.
That's what I felt when you were crying too much to Taylor Swift.
She did.
You need
She
to
was
calm
like, "It's too
down.
much."
Number 6. Getting the full 4DX experience. With a film packed with action like this one, you practically need a full-on sensory overload at the cinema.
I wanted to show how amazing our movie, The Fall Guy, is in 4DX, but they forgot the 4DX chairs. So we brought the Fall Guy stunt team to give you the full 4DX experience.
Beautiful idea.
Indeed, if you choose a 4DX showing, you might feel like you're stepping right into the movie. So let's hope your experience with the technology mirrors Blunt's rather than Gosling's. They get the chance to try out a less high-tech version of the special effects.
It's so beautiful.
While Blunt revels in some 4D pampering, Gosling's experience is, well, it's a bit more chaotic. She gets massages, chocolates, flowers, and hugs. He's facing off against pool noodles, leaf blowers, and a chair. Hey, at least he got chocolate and flowers too, right?
Wow, thank you. Chocolate as well. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a summer day.
That's not even in the movie. What?
Number 5. Who has more charisma than a garbage can? The duo's chemistry with MTV's Josh Horowitz is so great that it almost feels like we're eavesdropping on friends chatting.
I guess Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt are two of the most charismatic people on the planet, I suppose.
Jesus,
there. Are you happy now?
We haven't met everyone on the planet.
Yeah, you haven't met everyone on the planet.
Horowitz asks the impossible question. Who is more charismatic? Ryan Gosling or Emily Blunt? Just the fact that they can discuss garbage cans for longer than one probably should in an interview and still exude charisma speaks volumes.
Clearly, I have to
you know
fake
what I
having
meant.
chemistry with a trash can. It's not as easy to muster it.
Well,
with a
they're
trash
not all
can.
the same, to be fair. You know,
Some of them
there's some bad-
really
yeah,
have a
some of
little
them-
something going on.
Honestly, either one of them could make a garbage can a star. Of course, this is another interview where they're asked about their favorite T Swift tracks. Gosling's is All Too Well, and Blunt's is, well, Ryan's not ready for it.
it has a soft spot in my heart now because of the film.
Mm-hmm.
What's yours?
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
No, that's the song.
Oh.
Thanks to Soch Mead, this interview will be remembered forever.
We like calling it Soch Mead.
Yeah.
Something all the cool kids say, right?
Yeah, the Soch Mead.
Oh yeah, I'm so down with Soch Mead.
Number 4. Driving with Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling. Given that The Fall Guy explores the world of stunts, it's only fitting for these actors to show off what they can do.
That's Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling flexing their action star status.
Is that really?
Well, kinda.
Did you bring it?
Do you want this?
NBC's Kaylee Hartung boldly hops into a car with Gosling and Stunty Blunty. And Wild Ride doesn't begin to cover it. While Blunt expertly terrifies her passengers with speed and daring turns, the real hero is stuntman Logan Holiday, who's perched on top of the vehicle, actually steering the ride.
That's the Fall Guy stunt driver, Logan Holiday, controlling our rigged-out stunt car from the roof.
Look at that move.
Meanwhile, Gosling hides out in the back seat, clinging tightly to a paper bag. Something tells us he'd rather face a room full of Papyrus fonts than spend another moment in that car.
Today shows in the driver's seat.
Number 3. Do you flute your crusts? Gosling might not be destined for a career in stunts, but that's perfectly fine. His talents shine elsewhere. For instance, Blunt reveals how she's picked up on his interview technique during their press tour.
You're like a little ping pong player
Well.
of evading questions. You're like snaky about it. I
Well,
have so many
now
hand
that's
movements.
Snaky. That devolved really quickly.
There's also talk of his potential as a baker. Blunt hasn't tasted his creations, but she's impressed by his dedication to bakeware.
He bakes.
Really?
He bakes.
But you've never had my baking, so you can't really
No,
say
I just
that. You know that
assume
I-
you're. Listen, if you're going out and you're buying muffin tins, you're going to be a good baker. If you care enough to get the right muffin tin, you're going to know how to bake.
Gosling responds with an unintentional double entendre that could rival something from the Great British Bake Off. Who wouldn't be curious to learn how Gosling flutes his crust?
I do flute my crusts.
Does anyone else want to see him on a celeb bake-off? Now that would be a treat. Number 2. Will Ken always be inside Ryan Gosling? Entertainment has its share of legendary duos, but Ryan Gosling and this morning's Allison Hammond are up there with the best.
Have Ryan give doll. He never.
Oh my
God, I'm going to sleep with it every night.
That is epic.
It's going to be like sleeping with a mini you every night.
Oh my God.
This is the best.
Who could forget the chaos of their Blade Runner 2049 interview? Well, buckle up because this one's giving it a run for its money.
You, Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling have stunt doubles helping you out doing the stunts. Thank God I didn't fall over my blunts and stunts.
Well, they call her Stunty Blunty.
There's something about Hammond that just brings out the giggles in everyone. Anyway, with Blunt and Gosling sharing the stage, you know Barbenheimer isn't far behind. Hammond's playful banter leaves everyone in stitches, barely able to keep it together.
Do you think, Ryan, that Ken will always be inside of you?
Like there might be. Is Ken inside of me?
Always.
Yeah. I don't know.
Always.
Look later.
Gosling and Hammond end up swapping roles, leading to some industry secrets slipping out. If This Morning ever needed new hosts, they need not look far.
I have reason to be suspicious, by the way. It says, Ken will always be inside of you, and inside is underlined. Allison, you knew what you were doing.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Ryan Gosling's SNL monologue featuring Emily Blunt goes all too well. By now, Kenergy practically courses through Gosling's veins. It would take a masterful breakup song to disentangle them.
In a way, I'm doing exactly what we talked about.
Do you really believe that, though, Ryan?
No.
No. Look at you, you're kenning right now, and I hate there's even a verb.
Who better to provide the soundtrack to the saga than the queen of breakup anthems herself, Taylor Swift?
I left my rollerblades in that big pink house, but I still got that fur coat and I'll wear it right now.
Gosling, in shades, sits at the piano and wraps himself in that coat as he tries and fails to bid a musical farewell to Ken. Even Blunt cannot knock the Kenergy out of him, and eventually it pulls her into. Their tribute to Barbenheimer is as absurd as it is uproariously entertaining. What a brilliant way to promote their new movie while reminding us of their reign over the summer of 2023.
And I miss all my Kens, and I miss Cillian Murphy, and you really should see the Fall Guy, but I just can't seem to let Ken go.
Are you seeing The Fall Guy? Let us know in the comments.
You were a stunt man, and you can take a hit, and look how cool that was. Right?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.